Hi everyone, I am going to show you a more advanced way to search for images for use in your projects. You can start by going to google.com or images.google.com, but either way, you're going to type in what you want an image of in the search bar. I'm going to type person holding fruit. I want to make sure that I click on the images tab if I didn't start at images.google.com because obviously I only want photos and not news articles about people holding fruit. So these are the results that come up first just by typing that in and doing nothing else. But I want you to see how these results change when we use some of these search tools in Google. So under the search bar, you'll see some of these different tabs, and then you'll see settings and tools on the right. When you click tools, you'll see these options pop up below those tabs. If we click on size, you can see that we can filter by image size, and that will change the results that come up. You can sort by color, you can sort by type if there's, if you want clip art or like drawings, GIFs, things like that. If you want more recent images in the past 24 hours all the way to the past year, or just any time. But the one I really want to show you is the usage rights tab. In a nutshell, images that pop up when you just type something into Google, these could possibly be something that you're allowed to use, or a lot of the times these are stock images that you have to pay to use. They belong to someone who, wants payment for their use, or they're not really something that you can license, meaning that you can pay someone to use. They're just someone's photos, but they haven't designated that they're okay with them being used. Someone might have put them on a blog um, talking about their life, but did not say, hey, you can take this photo and Photoshop it. So usage rights, when we don't do anything to this tab, it's just going to show us everything. It is something I want you to get into the habit of doing whenever you need an image for reference to actually use in your project in some way. You want to go to usage rights and click on Creative Commons licenses. The images that come up here when you've done that are generally ones that are going to be all right, with being used by other people. So you could use these in your Photoshop projects. Notice that there aren't nearly as many because there are just not a whole lot of free things on the internet that are legal. Like, obviously, you can find images and use them, but if the creator or someone else found out and reported it, you could have a copyright issue on your hands, and that's not what any of us want. So get used to filtering by Creative Commons licenses and seeing what your options are. All right, so I've sorted by Creative Commons licenses. These are the images that come up that seem okay for me to use in my projects. I am going to look into this one because I think the fruit is large enough for me to do what I need to do with it in Photoshop, and the lighting is good. So I'm going to click on this one. It will show you where the image is from, and it will give you license details. You can click through to find that. But if you are just ready to save your image, you can right click the image, and I recommend opening the image in a new tab, because what you don't want to do is just save this version. If you'll notice right here, it says that it's a 4,000 by 3,000 pixel image, which is really large and high quality. But what I'm seeing here is not large and high quality. A lot of the times what you see in Google searches when you're just getting this view is a thumbnail, meaning a smaller saved down version of an image that's just quick to load. This is not the full size one. So when I right click and open image in new tab, this is what I'm getting. This is a very small image. That is not, 4,000 by 3,000 pixels. So I'm going to have to click on the link to follow through to find the full size image. And this is what I'm looking for. So if I save this one by right clicking and save image as, I know that I'm getting the full size image that is what I want to use. So make sure that you organize where you save your files to. You've got to know where these are going when you save them. Otherwise, saving them does you no good if you can't find them later. So I'm going to call this folder Real Life Doodles. It's good practice to either make a folder for each new assignment or each grouping of photos that you're going to need, and make sure that you know where on your computer these are saving to. That's crucial. So I'm going to click Create. I know that it created that folder right on my desktop, and when I click Save, it is going to save that JPEG to that folder that I just made.